Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Hey, I'm here in Fort Worth at the train station. Just got off the train from OKC. Wait around for an hour and a half or so, and then I'll get on my train for my 30-hour train ride to Lordsburg, New Mexico. I'll get there eventually. Well, the train stopped here in Alpine, Texas, and I don't know, I've been on the train for maybe 26 hours, something like that. Maybe another 10 to go before we get there. Anyway, we got here a little bit early, so I guess we've made up a bunch of time because we were about 2 hours behind way early on. But anyway, they let us off the train for about 10 minutes, so I'm just stretching my legs. There's everybody over there. I probably need to head back over soon. All right, in El Paso, we'll be here like 3.5 hours or something. A few days ago, or a week ago, whatever, they updated my travel schedule and sent me an email saying that instead of arriving at, like 2:30, or no, I guess it was 4:30, I'd be arriving at 7:30, my final destination. I thought, what the heck, they added a stop or something, but then they just announced when we got here that we have this 3-hour layover because of track maintenance down the way. So we're just here killing time. So I'm just walking through the city. I found a big baseball stadium here, right up in there. I don't know if you can see that at all. And kind of a cool area back in there maybe. But I found a taco place. It's about a 20-minute walk, so I'm gonna head over there and grab something to eat. Oh, figure out a way to kill 3 hours. All right, just got dropped off by Susie, a shuttle driver. She was great. Getting ready to head onto the trail. All right, so right here at the trailhead, there's a little water cache, which I do not need. So I'm carrying 8 liters of my own water. Right down there, Susie dropped me off. There is a notice on that board about a mountain lion sighting around here. So, got to be aware of that. And it is close to 8 o'clock. And I have no plan to do much hiking at all. I am just going to find a place to tent, set it for the night, try to get a good night's sleep, and get up tomorrow and start making this happen. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm out here. Yeah, it all begins. There's nothing like this feeling. There are a couple of deer off in the distance. See them back there? They're not moving, just watching me. Anyway, it's an awesome feeling. Heading off into the wilderness. All right, I have not gone very far. Boy, it's beautiful though. Look at the sun setting down over there. But yeah, I found a great little spot right here. And this looks perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. And looks like if I set up here, the water will run down because there are thunderstorms expected in the morning. Should be up and gone by then, but just in case they come in early. So, all right, I'm gonna set up and have a good night. Got my food bag hung there on the tree. I'm excited. This is my new tent that I got for a song because the guy who sold it to me had cut it and put a big slice in it and had to repair it right there, and then also in the carry bag that it comes in. Anyway, so my other tent that I've used for many years was toast kind of, and I had to try to repair it, and that didn't work. So anyway, and I'm super excited because I'm using my sleeping bag that I have not used on the trail before. I've tested it out at home, but This is my bag that actually it's a quilt, no zipper or anything like that. Just a super ultralight quilt that I actually made myself, sewed up and put all the down in it and everything. So we'll see how that works out. It's really just for, really warm environments. So I'm excited. It only weighs like 12 ounces. So that's going to be awesome to help save some weight. So anyway, all right, time to hit the sack, get up early and get going tomorrow before the rain. Day one. The birds are singing. It's time to start figuring out my morning routine and get going. Here we go. Good breakfast of Pop-Tarts and sausage. About ready to get going. I'm kind of slow trying to figure out my little process here to get everything packed up. Yeah, what a beautiful morning. And lots of clouds. There's supposed to be some thunderstorms today for a few hours this morning, which is kind of wild. It's usually so dry out here, but definitely get a little rain, so that'll be great. There were just the tiniest amount of sprinkles last night. One time, I think, on the tent. Just pitter-patter for, 2 minutes or something. So anyway, I'm expecting that today. All right, finally time to take off from camp. Definitely have to work on that routine. So this is what the trail looks like today. My first day. Oh, I'm excited. It feels good. Be walking north. The wind's been picking up, gusting a little bit, so I can tell the storm's blowing in. It's pretty dark over there. My first wildlife this morning. Maybe I'll come across that mountain lion. So this says CDT to the right and Forest Road 506 straight ahead. The Forest Road 506 is also what they call the Gila alternate. And it's just this little 1 mile spur that takes you to the Gila River alternate, which is what most people take on the trail instead of the CDT through here. And it is where, you go about 22 miles or so, 20 miles, something like that. And then you catch the Gila River. And you hike the Gila River up for, whatever it is, 20, 30, 40 miles. Depends on the season. This time of year, it won't have water as long. But anyway, so yeah, it's a good way to make sure you have water. And also it's, I think a lot prettier, and everybody says you got to do that. So that's what I'm doing. The trail is super nice right now, as it always is right around a town. Not always, but usually, especially around a park type area. So they keep it super well groomed. There's great signs and all that. But unlike the Appalachian Trail, this will get a lot less well marked. Once you get up into the mountains in Colorado and things like that, you're just making your way, trying to stay in the correct direction sometimes with no trail at all. So don't know what to expect and when it'll start, but it's all part of the fun. All right, here's where I pick up the Gila River alternate. Anyway, this is my direction, so it looks like I'll follow a road for a little ways before it turns into real trail. Well, I'm going to be on this four-wheel drive road for probably another 3.5 miles or so. Right now I'm at just barely over 4 miles for the day, which is the most miles I've done since I got off the trail 5 months ago at the end of December. I had just kind of started to do some training hikes. Did like a 3.5 mile and then a 4 mile with my pack on, and then I did another 3.5 mile, and then some personal stuff came up that I had to deal with, and I really was not able to do. I think I maybe did one more 3 mile or 3.5 mile hike. So anyway, that's been my training up till now. So I'm expected to just slam into a wall later today and be super tired and worn out, but that's to be expected. Just take a break and then pick back up and keep going. So Susie, the shuttle driver that brought me down here yesterday, said that she had dropped someone else off here the day before, which surprised me because it's so late in the season. I'd be super surprised if there's anybody dumb enough to be behind me starting this late, but maybe. And anyway, she said the masses came through about 3 weeks ago. Of course, they've been coming through, you know, in bits and pieces since, you know, probably April, beginning of April, but the end of the masses came through about 3 weeks ago, which is just perfect, about right. And that way they'll get out of the desert before June 1st, which is what everybody's plan always is, and there's no way it will happen for me, but that's the way it goes. And right down here at the bottom of this hill should be Bear Creek, which is a pretty consistent water source for CDT hikers that are coming through in their, you know, the normal time, and they're able to always count on this for water. Part of the reason I'm carrying so much water is because this is pretty much should be totally dry. That's what all the reports have been saying, and I think even up to about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, there are reports that if you just hike upstream, you know, even an eighth of a mile or so, 2/10, something like that, that you could find some pools and still get some water. But not for me, and even on some crazy chance if there was, who cares, because I'm carrying everything I need anyway, unfortunately. But yeah, should be right up here. So this is the Bear Creek area. Lots of tenting back there, and there were a whole bunch up there where I came from as well, which makes sense because, of course, people want to crash out by the water. There were actually some big storms here a few days ago, and then a little bit more storms yesterday. And, of course, you can probably see it's raining now. You can certainly hear it. So I thought there might be a tiny chance that there was a little bit of water somewhere, but no, I mean, it's dry as can be. And, you know, maybe if I just hiked on back there for quite a ways, but no need. But boy, how nice it would have been to cross a little creek right there. Well, look at what I just found. Gosh, if I had only known. This is not even on the map. It's just some little something. Anyway, yeah. Boy, I could have been carrying 2 pounds of water instead of 17. Looks like some cows are enjoying this too. There's the road I've been on all this time, and I'm finally getting off of it, heading into the wilderness. I mean, I guess I've been in the wilderness, but all right, let's see if I can do this without slipping on these wet rocks. All right, No more road for a while. It's about 10 o'clock. It just started drizzling again. It looks kind of dark up ahead. So we'll see what happens, but you know, there's supposed to be thunderstorms between 7 and 11 and then some rain off and on. So I don't know if they broke up or they got delayed or what's happening, but it's just been drizzly off and on today, and you know, more dry than not. There was one period for about maybe 15 minutes where it rained pretty good, but hasn't been bad. It's kind of been just perfect. Keep it cool and wet. About 10:30 at the first sun of the day. Oh, and there it goes behind the clouds. That was sunny for a couple minutes. Well, just a little bit ago I heard some thunder off to the east, but I'm not worried about that because that's the direction that the weather's going. So that's going away from me. And it looked really clear off to the west, but all of a sudden I hear thunder and I just saw some lightning. I don't know if it got it on video, but yeah, that's coming this way, so I have to get prepared for that somehow. It's been about 30 minutes. I'm still watching really closely. It looks less dark. And less dense, but you can hear the thunder. There's a little bit of lightning. So I was down in this wide open flat area. I thought, well, obviously have to get out of here before the storm hits. And then I started climbing. And it was okay. There were a lot of big trees, but now I'm kind of where there aren't so many big trees. So I'm just watching closely. There's a bunch of lightning right back there just now. Just watching closely and thinking about where I need to be. This is, wow, look at that. That's a cool area out there. All those rock formations. But now I'm descending, which is good. So, and the storm seems to, the clouds have kind of quit moving as fast, and the storm seems like it got slowed up by the mountains back there. So maybe that buys me some time to get on to kind of the next low area with some trees and find a good place maybe to hunker down. Normally I would just hike through it and not really worry about it if you know, I was in a bunch of big trees and stuff, but since this is pretty exposed out here, I think I probably will want to find a decent area. Plus, not only that, since it's summertime and all that, I have my really cheap rain jacket, super light rain jacket, no rain pants or anything like that. So, you know, if it's a really bad storm, I don't want to get drenched and, you know, get freezing. So, we'll just see what happens. There's a little lightning up there now. All right, well, all of a sudden the thunder and lightning moved right over top of me. And as you can see, it's a little tiny hail. So, yeah, I'm kind of not where I want to be. I really want to be over there. So I think I'm going to jet over there, find a little place to hide out, or maybe just keep hiking as long as it stays covered. We'll see. Got the rain gear on though. Well, I found a nice little spot here under the trees to just have an early lunch since I was getting blasted by the rain and everything. The thunder and lightning seem to have let up. I got myself all set up here with my umbrella. I'm ready to hike on, I think. Somebody's done a really great job of putting these cairns out here, you know, to help you find your way. In some places, like right here, it looks like, you know, it's pretty obvious there's a path, but as you're walking along, you really don't know which way to go quite often. And cairns will help you out. So You know, you get up somewhere and you're not sure, go left, go right. You look up ahead, boom, there's a cairn telling you go this way. So it's made it quite easy. There haven't been very many places in the last, few miles where I've had to really question the path because of that. Very, very helpful. Well, I've done about 3 miles since lunch, and whew, am I tired. Up maybe somewhere around 7,500 feet. Like I said earlier, I'm in no shape at all right now, so I'm really dogging it. I need to do at least probably another 3.5 to get to a decent place to tent. Also, just to be in the right position to be able to get to the Gila River tomorrow before I run out of water. So anyway, I'll probably take a break here soon, see if I can power up and make it those last 3 or 4 miles. And I've just about dried out from, the thunderstorm. And now it's starting to sprinkle again, so I don't know whether I'll have to pull my rain gear out again or not. Well, only about, 2.5 more miles to go or something. Whoa. But you see this rattlesnake right here, don't you? Wow. Freaked me out. All right, well, we'll just let him do his thing for a minute. See if I can figure out a way around. All right. I'm not coming at you, buddy. He's pretty good size. I think I will let him be. I could probably just jet past him right there, but I'm not gonna. I am going to work my way right up around here and see if I can't go over the top. Oh, there he goes again. Now he sees me moving. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. You don't hurt me. Right out in the middle of the trail. Okay. Let's hope there's no more right here. Alright, well, luckily this is an easy round, so I think I'll be keeping my eyes open though. What do you think? Okay. Wow. Whew. That startled me. Anyway, what I was saying, I think I've got about 2.5 miles at least. I mean, I still might go another mile after that, but 2.5 to get to where I really need to get to today, minimum. Couple of problems. One is, I've got about an 1,100 foot climb, and I've done 300 of it. So, it's kicking me, and that'll get me up to about 7,900 feet. So that'll be about as high as I'll go today, and then I'll start going down a little bit. So anyway, it's just going to take me a long time to get there, these 2.5 miles. And then once I get there, then let's see, I think I go that way or that way. I'm going this way. Once I get there, then it's steep. Kind of takes me into a canyon apparently. So not sure I'll find a good place to tent. So I may just end up having to go some extra miles just to find a flat spot. But we'll see how that works out. Okay, I'm gonna get my trekking poles out here and watch out for snakes. First little lizard I've seen now that the sun's coming out. I think These are manzanita bushes. They are. There's some little manzanita berries. Fruit right on them. Yeah, cool. I did not know they'd have these in New Mexico. There's another nice one. Yeah, I got some fruit right on it right there. No ripe fruit though, or I'd be eating it. Oh yeah, there's another one there all over. Nice. Well, maybe somewhere along the way I'll find some ripe ones. This is where I should be tenting tonight. This beautiful pine forest. Right up there where it flattens out. Oh. I did my 15 miles, 14.9 actually, I think. And there's still some day left, but I feel like I already overdid it. So found a nice little spot over here. I'm just kind of waiting for the sun to go down a little bit more so it's not right in the sun. But just got myself set up here in the, just outside. Just trying to eat dinner and just take it easy. Yeah, I'm really tired. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say. Go to bed and try to get a lot of sleep. Day one over. Well, as you can hear, it's raining out there. And it probably won't be but a few seconds. You'll hear some loud thunder. So, it's been thundering like crazy, non-stop off in the distance for it's a little one for maybe 45 minutes. So I got out and tightened up the tent and put some rocks on the stakes, try to hold it together, put some big logs around the front and stuff. Went and got my bear bag that I'd hung up, and it's hard to explain, but it's the way it works anyway. It's waterproof, but if you hang it normal, then water can still get in the top of it because that's how it's tightened up at the top. So anyway, I just rehung it. I put it up in a tree and propped it up on some branches upside down. Tried to keep the water out of it. I don't know, just did what I could do. So yeah, I hope it's not a long night without much sleep. But we'll see. I'm gonna put some earplugs in and try to get back to sleep.